Okay, so here we go. Psych Perspectives, GeoFlux, Part 3. So, if I was, I'm supposed to be making $40,000 a year, gross annual income. If you divide that by 12, because there's 12 months in a year, I'm supposed to be making $3,333.33 a month before taxes and deductions. If you divide that by 160, and the reason why I say 160 is because on average, you're supposed to be working a 40-hour work week, and there's 4 weeks in a month. And yeah, so 4 times 4 is 16. So if you do 40 times 40, it will give you 160. You just carry the 0. Anyways, so we're going to divide it by 160. And that gives you my hourly wage before taxes and deductions. But because I'm a salary employee, we don't get paid by the hour, because if we did, those extra hours that you work over, you would be getting paid, but we don't. Anyways, I'm supposed to be making $20.83, which again is still a slap in the face when you look at the amount of years of experience that I have and the type of education that I have, the certifications that I have, the fact that we have to do continued education credits, and also the fact that I technically have 2 job titles. And me having those 2 job titles, we basically have to do 6 to 7 roles within those 2 job titles. So this is still low and ridiculous in itself. Not to mention that in the HVAC world, you could be making $20 an hour starting out with no experience, entry level as an apprentice. So this is a slap in the face in itself. But okay, I would rather have this than $14.92 though, obviously. Like I said, beggars can't be choosy, right? So that's what I'm supposed to be getting before taxes and deductions. Now, we've already shown you in part 1 and a little bit in part 2 how it goes. So this was what I got paid last Friday, July 8th, 2022. $1,193.76, because that's what I make. That's my take home, that's my net income, that's my net monthly income, or my net bi-weekly income when I get paid, because I get paid twice a month. So I'm going to clear out the calculator. We're going to put in that $1,193.76, right? Because that's what I actually get every 2 weeks. No matter if I work 50 hours or 40, I'm still going to get that, right? So we're going to times that by 2 so you can get the monthly income. That's what I end up getting. So do you see how I'm basically losing damn near $1,000 a month? I'm supposed to be at $3,300 or $3,333.33, but I'm only getting $2,387.52. I'm damn near losing $1,000 a month when that happens. Now you can times this by 12 to get your yearly income, your yearly annual take-home net income. You see how we quickly went from 40,000 to 28,650, $28,650.24, because I wanted to give you accurate, because a lot of times I calculate it in my head, so I'm off. So, because I was telling you guys it was $28,646.32. Well, I was off by $4, basically. $4.12. I calculated it in my head, though. So, obviously, I'm not going to always be perfect, right? I'm human. That's why we have technology, calculators. But I was wrong, right? I was off by $4.12. But that's what I make. And I owe $46,000 and $46,150 for student loan debt. Now, I want to back this up a little bit. We're going to go back to that. Let's see here. Let's see. So what we'll do is we'll go back, divide it by 12 again, so you can go back to what you get a month. Okay? And then we're going to divide it by 160 because on an average work week, it's 40 hours a week. And when you're salary, you're only paid for 40 hours. So, ready? $14.92. We went from $20.83 to $14.92. So you're damn near losing $6. You're losing $6 every single hour that you work out of a 40-hour work week, 8-hour day. And like I said, gas is $4.65 in my area. However, I did see it $4.29 at the gas station by my house. So it really depends on where you're at, which is also really shady because like literally you can drive 10 minutes into the city and then it's like $4.65. And then you go out to where I stay near my house and it's $4.29. But then you go into another area in the county and it's like $5.19. It's weird. Like they just arbitrarily decide whatever gas price they're going to have, even though we're all in the same city, same county, same state. Makes no sense. Same country, makes no sense. But anyways, so that's what I get hourly after taxes and deductions. I wanted y'all to see that. Because people have this assumption that we're just making this shit up and, you can budget your way out of this. You can't budget your way out of any of this because in most cases, people's rents are $1,000+ a month. Like I told you last year when I was in Canton, it was $1,238. If we would have renewed our lease, it would have been $1,379 a month. How in the hell are you supposed to do all that when you're only getting $2,300? A month? And that's just for your rent. Keep in mind, renter's insurance, car insurance, gas for your car, utilities, gas, electric, water bill. Thank God my water bill is every 3 months, which that'll be coming up next month. But yeah, your internet, your cell phone, and I know people, you don't need, you have to have internet in this day and age. Again, how are you supposed to do your job? How are you supposed to check your email? How are you supposed to call around to different jobs or do things? So all of this saying it's not a necessity when it is ridiculous. Okay, groceries. Oh, you trying to pay off a credit card? You trying to pay off a debt? You trying to save? You trying to get your car fixed? And we ain't even, and mind you, these are responsibilities. These are my responsibilities. So we're not even talking about anything that pertains to self-care or joy or peace or happiness or fun, are we? We're talking about bills. We haven't even talked about, can you afford a haircut? I haven't had a haircut in a month. Can you get a haircut? Okay. Can you buy clothes? God. Can you buy clothes, right? You want to go out to eat, or you want to go to a movie, or you want to get a couple of drinks, or, I do pay for a gym membership. Planet Fitness is like $22, $23 a month, which I'm there anywhere between 3 to 5 days a week. So, and then I work out at home a lot too. So like, that's my little self-care, like, right? The last time I went on a vacation was basically 4 years ago. We went camping 2 months ago. And before that, almost a year ago come September. So, not, you know what I mean? Like, and again, I'm driving a 2009 Chevy Malibu with a series of problems. Like every year I'm putting at least $1,500 into that damn car. And it's ridiculous. But again, who has money on this salary, on my salary, if I'm basing my income strictly only off of this job, who in the hell has extra money to go and get a lease or put on, to get a new car and get a car note? Where are you going to pull that from? Because they taken the $689 a month from you. And then when you break everything down, they're taking more than that. That's just off of here. Obviously, they're taking more than that because you see what you're getting take home. So it's a lot of things where I'm just like, We can't continue doing this. A lot of us are in dire needs, and like I said, I have a full-time job, a part-time job, and multiple side hustles, because I can't depend on this income by itself to get out of debt, to pay off my student loans, to pay off credit cards, to pay my bills, to have a savings. You know what I mean? To buy things that I need and to help support my family. Because again, I do make sure I look after my grandmother and my mother. When my mother has doctor's appointments, I'm taking her there. When she has co-pays, I'm paying them. And them co-pays are ridiculous. One of her prescriptions is like $144, and that's the fucking co-pay. You know? And I'm getting ready to be paying for her infusions for her MS. So again, this is what's happening in the USA, you know? And this is what I want people to see. And granted, I recognize my privileges, and I don't take it for granted, because there's a lot of people who don't even make what I make. And mind you, according to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development in my area, I'm considered low income. One person in the household making up to $40,150 is considered low income. And I only make $40,000. And that's based off of your gross income, which is ridiculous to me because we don't make our gross. Obviously, none of us do, unless you're just not paying taxes and deductions and you're just doing it under the table and not reporting anything. So, and you saw I make $28,650. And what was that? 36 cents. So, if you look at it from that standpoint, and you know me, I had to print this out because I always put the link in the description box, but I know everybody isn't going to necessarily click it, so I printed it out. So, fiscal year 2022 income limits documentation system directly from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. For the area that I live in, literally, low income is 80% of the area median income. So one person can make up to $40,150 or less, and they would be considered low income. But that's based off of your gross income. It's not based off of your actual net take-home income, which is really misleading because we don't make our gross, do we? So I make $28,000. Wow. So for two people in my household, so including my mother, right? After taxes and deductions, I make $28,650 and 36 cents. For two people in the household to be considered very low income, which would be 50% of the area median income, is literally $28,650. I make 36 cents over after taxes and deductions. We're very low income in reality. We're working poor, working class. That's what we are. And mind you, a lot of us thought that, oh, I'm going to go to college. I'm going to get my degree. I'm going to get my certification. I'm going to be rolling in the dough. And we were sold lies. We were sold propaganda. We were misled. And then a lot of these student loans, it is what it is. It's predatory lending. I mean, literally, you got 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds and older taking out loans, no education about how the interest rates are going to be, what type of income you're actually going to be bringing in with your degree, what type of jobs are actually going to be available to you. None of that is being talked about. You're just being told that you can take out loans and it's going to pay for this. And don't matter because you're going to have a 6-month grace period when you graduate. So you don't have to pay right away. You get 6 months before you have to pay before it's due. And who cares because you got your degree and you're going to be making all of this money. And that's the biggest crock of shit. When I graduated with my 2 associate's degrees 10 years ago, I couldn't get a job to save my life. And then when I would apply and get in with an interview to follow up, I would be told that I was overqualified because I had a fucking associate's degree. So then, when I graduated with my bachelor's, guess what I was doing? I was working as a part-time custodian at the university that put my ass in debt. And then after that, I was working third shift as a stock merchandiser at Meijer, the grocery store, department store Meijer. And then I got my first job in the nonprofit like sector, if you will, official in 2014 after graduating. And I was making $500 every 2 weeks, and I thought I was doing well then. but coming from making like $280 to $344 as a part-time custodian to $500 every 2 weeks was pretty cool for me at the time. And then I went to making like $600 something every 2 weeks because I ended up getting another job. But that's just it. You have a bachelor's. You should have been making $1,000 anyways. And now you have a master's and you're still barely getting $1,000 every 2 weeks. It's a slap in the face, and I'm just sick of it, and I know a lot of us are sick of it. And then they wonder why we can't buy houses, why we're not starting families. Who can afford any of that when you've allowed employers to get away with wage theft and underpaying their employees? We don't really have great benefits, and then the benefits that we do have, we have to pay for our own benefits. Like I said, I have to pay for my own short-term disability, and it's just ridiculous because your employer should be covering that. That's the whole point of you working for them. So yeah, I just wanted to do a video to showcase that, because I want to give you guys accurate information and facts. Again, I was wrong. I was off by $4, $4.12 on my net income, take-home annual income. I don't have a problem with taking accountability and admitting when I made mistakes, when I'm wrong, when I gave misinformation. I don't have a problem with learning new concepts and acknowledging that this is a better idea, you know what I mean? So I was wrong, my mistake, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to say that, and I'm about to leave. The person never came to sign the checks, and it's literally 5:34, so I'm about to dip. Anyways, we deserve better. We need living wages. And I also want to say $15 an hour is no longer a living wage. We needed that 10 years ago. At the bare minimum, we needed it 5 years ago. But if you think $15 an hour is going to help you in the day and age when rent is $1,200, $1,300, $1,500, $1,600, and gas is, $4+ a gallon, and in other places is $5 and $6 and $7, child, food, groceries, everything is so expensive. And then you've got inflation on top of that, and which I'm going to be doing another video discussing inflation, and I also will be doing another video discussing monkeypox, and also a video discussing the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. We deserve better, point blank, period. It's time for a mass labor strike. I'm just going to keep it real. We got to demand better, because this is not cutting it.